everyone. Sorry to interrupt your gameplay, but we're going to be getting started with this afternoon's program. Thank you all for coming. As you may or may not know, this is the official ribbon cutting ceremony for Bararcade. Your MC for this afternoon's event will be Aisha Glover, the President and CEO for Newark Community Economic Development Corporation. So Aisha's going to take it from here. Thank you.
I just asked Tamisha to get everyone's attention in the middle of a game room because I didn't want to have to take that responsibility on, so thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Aisha Glover. I'm the President and CEO at the Newark Community Economic Development Corporation. I am thrilled to be here this afternoon. Even though Bararcade has been open for a few months now, it is never too late to celebrate the opening of a new business. And I frequently joke that whenever we at the Newark Community Economic Development Corporation do not have a hand in opening a new business, that's exactly the way that it's supposed to be. We want the buzz to be happening on its own. We want businesses to be looking at Newark as the next city to be expanding in. We want developers, we want corporate community kind of doing their own outreach to talk up the city. So I actually appreciate that we have very little to do with this project. On the flip side of that, one of my staff, Norma Gonzalez, was particularly helpful once they already chose their location to make sure that they were up and running as soon as possible. So I just want to thank all of the owners, Paul, Pete, Kevin, Scott, who allowed Norma, who can be quite a joy to work with at times, allowed her to kind of buzz in your ear and assist however she could. So it's my pleasure to be able to support in that regard. Bararcade is a beautiful thing. This is exactly the type of vibe we want downtown, that we want around Washington Park. We want and need amenities. We want 24-hour nightlife. This is a growing area. We were just recently on a media tour, bringing around some folks looking at prime sites that were included in our Amazon bid. This is a prime site that we were talking about, that we were promoting. We're so happy to have anchors in the area, such as Rutgers, such as Audible. I've come here after work. I've come here on date night just because I'm ridiculously competitive. So I'm just happy to be able to have this amenity and celebrate it and use it within the city. So I just want to send my congratulations once again to the owners, to Fidelco, and with that I will be introducing someone that I serve under, that I tremendously respect, that is helping to drive innovation in the city, that's helping to tap into the tech ecosystem here, and that is really pushing us to think about how we have even more Bararcade. Our Mayor, Rajay Baraka.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everybody has been here already. Since they've been open a few months, I hope everybody's already been here. This is your second or third time. It's my second time here. I already played a few video games, went back into my childhood a little bit there. Pinball is my favorite. I think I'm gonna get a few games in before I get out of here. But we're excited about what's happening here because there's an extension of what's going on Halsey, is an extension of what's going on in the southern part of the downtown area. We want to expand it all the way this way. We have incredible plans for what's happening in and around this area completely. For this whole neighborhood, we're trying to create a neighborhood downtown, put people on the ground, residents here in this city. We want them to walk up and down this community, be able to go to different establishments that are more mom and pop kind of establishments, not the same kind of cookie cutter places that are there. And we want to appeal to millennials. We want young people, fresh ideas, imaginative, exciting, cool, artistic individuals that are not us, that are in here, that come here every day and enjoy themselves and see Newark as a part of a growing social and economic ecosystem that is happening right here in New Jersey. And I'm excited that when people talk about Newark, they don't talk about the same old stories they hear on 12, 4, 7, and 2. They talk about this new Newark, a progressive Newark, a forward Newark, a millennial Newark, an exciting place where tech companies are growing, where industry is coming, where Mars said they want to put their home, where Broadridge said we want to show up, where Bararcade is opening up. This is exactly where we want to be. So I'm excited about it. Hopefully, we come to this establishment as many times as we can, because the only way they stay open is if you support it, right? So buy some beer, get something to drink, play a few video games, hang out, have a party or two here at the same time. Continue to do that. Encourage others to come here and patronize this business and watch the city continue to grow. God bless you. Thank you for the ownership, for choosing the city of Newark.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, I'd like to introduce, frequently when we talk about the corporate community, sometimes it feels like us and them, but Audible has truly been an anchor within the city and really exemplifies what a corporate citizenship means. They are contributing in so many different ways, investing in the city, growing here. With that, I'd like to introduce Don Katz, President of Audible.
Well, this is exciting. So it's 10 years since Audible moved to Newark, and for much of that time, anyone here who has known me knows. I used to say what we need across the street is a bar like Bararcade, because I knew a lot about Bararcade. I watched the guys you're going to hear from become successful in Brooklyn, become successful in Jersey City, in Philly, in Chelsea. They know how to make a place that feels like home. This is a fantastic place. If you haven't been here, you got to be here. But then it came to the point like, well, why a place like Bararcade? Why not Bararcade? So here they are. And as the mayor said, and just big thanks to his support and Aisha's, that I see this Washington Park district coming together as a place to live, a place to play, a place to be 24/7. I see it connecting. If this is an innovation center with all kinds of stuff related to Audible and the Newark Venture Partners companies that are going to grow up here and everything, then I see the Arts Center, and we're going to connect to that arts community, and that's going to connect to the area of on Halsey Street. It's all going to start to come together, but it's only going to come together if people really think about how they spend their time and their money in a really smart way. And as there's over 500 employees of Audible have already been in here, and we've paid the bill, because that's kind of what you do to make sure people are willing to come to a neighborhood early, like the Bararcade guys are. You got to help them, and we're going to subsidize places to live. We're going to do all that stuff, and I'm hoping other CEOs pick it up, and I hope other investors pick it up. That these are the kinds of things you've got to put your money into. Just showing up at the gala event is not going to do it for Newark, and we're getting there. But this is an exciting time for me, and I would just say one other thing, which is just don't fool yourself. This is about creating equality in the city. That the kinds of jobs that we have across the street. All the data shows you get 7 more jobs. You get 5 service level jobs. There's 28 people getting employed here, half of them from Newark. So this is the way you create equality across the job spectrum, and it's all by design. And if you want to be part of that, you get to feel really good about what happens in this city at a level way beyond having a drink at a place like Bararcade. So thanks.
Thank you, Don. Next, I'd like to introduce one of the owners, Paul Karmizian. We're all basically here because of Bararcade, so we'd love to hear from you what your experience has been, and want to thank you for being here.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We're very proud of this new location. This is our 7th Bararcade and our 2nd in New Jersey. Obviously, our 1st in Newark, and we're very pleased and excited to be part of renewed interest and focus on downtown. There's great history here, and I think a great future as well, and we're just happy to be here. Want to thank the city for being really very easy to work with, and Norma was a big help, and helping us get this location open. We've done this in 5 other towns, and it's not always a straightforward process, but got it done fairly well here. And I want to thank the residents of Newark, and not just the residents, but people who work here. They've been very supportive so far, and being very welcoming and enthusiastic about our launch. So feedback has been great, and it's an exciting time for this area, and we're just really happy to be here and yeah, be part of Newark. So thank you.
All right, they're in Manhattan, they're in Brooklyn, they're in Jersey City, they're in Philly, and now they're in Newark. Next, I'd like to introduce Mark Burson, the chairman of the Fidelco Group.
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time, joining us with this ribbon cutting. It feels like a beginning again. It feels awfully good to be here and seeing change. When we first built the renovated and moved people into this existing building, at the same time we were moving people into 1 Washington Park, there was no place to come and eat at this end of town. Traditional restaurant was what we built, and a traditional restaurant service to get us started. But it wasn't the vision for the future. The future really was about millennials. It was very much about what Audible is about, very much about what a university community is about, very much about what the downtowns are today, urban areas that are very exciting. I spent some time a few weeks ago in Nashville that has had quite a rebirth over the years, and it was very easy to envision that Newark is following those same steps towards its future of having a vibrant downtown, served by the mass transportation, by higher education, and by a business community that's growing. The mayor used the word cool. It's a new word for me. It's not a pack of cigarettes. It's about something that's intangible that we're trying to create. And in all honesty, it's not something I can give you a dictionary definition, but I sure can feel it. And this is very representative of what a 24/7 community is going to have to be vibrant, to attract people at all ages, but particularly what we're calling today the millennials. And with our efforts to attract a company like Amazon, not just its very successful subsidiary in Audible, we're learning how to attract tech companies. We're learning how to attract people who are looking for change and to be part of something that's new. So thank you for being here. Paul and your other partners, thanks for taking a chance with us. We respect what you're doing. We're here to support you, and we look forward to a long period of time together. So again, thank you all, and Mayor, thank you very much for being a part of this and attending.
I did not give Mark Burson his due. He is a pillar and a leader in his own right, so thank you for what you're doing to drive Newark forward. I guess at this time, I'd just like to call the speakers back up so we can do the official ribbon cutting.